So anyway, chat, this is the secret on getting a massive PP. Wait, bro, who the fuck are you? I'm you, but from a past alternate universe where we actually didn't start YouTube and we're absolutely miserable. Okay, well, that sounds truly miserable. Yeah, no, it actually is. But I hop versus real quick just to tell you that congrats on 10,000 subs. You're doing incredibly well, man, and you should keep it up. I mean, so, man, yeah, thank you. I really needed that, man. Listen, thank you. But, listen, I gotta go tell Chad the secret to getting a massive PP here, so, genuinely, I need you to be gone. Yeah, no, of course, yeah. Spread that word, baby. Yeah. Peace. Take care, bro. Good luck in the past. The fuck? Surely that's not gonna cause any continuity problems at some point down the line in the future. Well, that was really fucking weird, but anyway, welcome to the 10k subscriber Q&A featuring yours truly. I just want to say thank you. I've said this time and time again, and I will continue preaching it from the fucking high heavens. Thank you for supporting me. 10k subscribers is fucking genuinely insane, like really fucking crazy. So I genuinely can't thank you all enough for your time and your support. Like I've said it so many times, and I'll keep on saying it every time. Time is the most important currency on this fucking planet. No matter how rich you think you are, time is the one thing that you can spend and you will never get it back. So the fact that you guys choose to spend your shit here watching me be a fucking nerd, it'll mean more than I can ever do that. So, but without further ado, I asked you guys for some questions for the Q&A for the 10k subscriber special, and I said ask me anything, and you guys did. So, without further ado, I'm here to answer them all. Yahim says, a bit of a broad question, but how's the whole YouTuber experience been for you so far? Well, it's actually been kind of crazy. I can't lie. There's a lot of pros to being a YouTuber. There's a lot of cons to being a YouTuber. I'm sure I'll probably figure out some more of that when I get further into this business. I get to be my own boss, essentially. I get to live my fucking dream right here. It's fucking wild. Oh, a con is probably YouTube that can just decimate my channel, whatever the fuck they want. That's kind of scary. But you know what I'm saying? Like, pros and cons to every job. Like, I wanted to do this. I've been wanting to do this for ridiculous amount of time, like, since I was, like, a wee boy, since I was, like, down here. But overall, like, this is literally my dream. Genuinely. Like, this is what I've always wanted to do, is make content, make a community, and make people laugh and smile. So, here we are. Aaron Brown says, do you think before the final fight, Yuji will possibly have a confrontation with Kenjaku, where they might fight, and Yuji would ask Kenjaku about his parents after that? Yuta arrives to fight Kenjaku. Honestly, I would love to see that. If the story wraps up without Yuji finding out his parental lineage, I'm gonna be kind of tilted, I'm not gonna lie. At this point in the story, or as we are right now, I am genuinely starting to believe that JJK was actually doing a little bit of trolling, because we're now, as the time of this video being recorded, we've just had 224 drop, and we are on a break for a week, which then means 225 comes out in like a week's time after this. I'm actually starting to think JJK might have actually been trolling us with ending this year, because there really does feel like there is a lot, and the pacing that's going on right now with the Gojo fight isn't as fast as what I thought would be happening. I'm not gonna lie, there's not been, even though we just got a full chapter of these two fighting, there wasn't really any progress made in the way of one of these guys taking a victory. I would like to see Yuji find his lineage within this before the series ends, at least. Do you think that Yuta's domain is going to be a game changer? I actually have a theory on it, that it has something to do with the concept of love and Rika, but not that much with his copying technique. Honestly, I have no idea what I think Yuta's domain could be. One of the most popular theories that I've seen so far is that it's going to be something similar of a wedding ceremony, which kind of reminisces on his binding vow that he did with Rika in JJK 0, which I think is kind of cool, personally. I like the idea of it being like a wedding ceremony where Yuta gives himself to her, and then she grants him some sort of crazy power-up. I don't know how it could work, but yeah, I do think Yuta's domain is going to be something crazy for Shuskis. Been watching since 1k, and I gotta say, you only get better, dude. What technique do you think would be the most useful in day-to-day life? Probably reverse curse technique. I feel like being able to heal yourself is a pretty standard, useful fucking ability to have. Do you know what I mean? I mean, like, if we're going any sort of ability, like we're talking like comic books and shit like that, and not just Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm probably going with super speed. I would love to have me some super speed. That's always been like a dream ability for me. Gotta go fast, like Sonic type beat, but yeah, that's probably where I'd sit on that one. What was your first anime manga that really got you into it or obsessed about? So I've been reading anime and manga, reading and watching anime and manga now for a very long time. The first one, however, that really truly captured me as a human being that I really obsessed with was actually Hunter x Hunter, and that was actually fairly recently. That was actually about 4 years ago that I fully got invested into it. It was like the most invested into a series that I've ever been. I actually have a tattoo of that. If you've ever wondered what that is, I have Gon tattooed on my forearm here, and then Meruem, and eventually I do want to continue that arm with more tattoos of Hunter x Hunter. I always wanted to get Netero, Meruem, and also Killua on there, and maybe a few others, but the series of Hunter x Hunter and the world that Togashi has written genuinely got me intrigued. But there was a few other anime and manga prior to that also did capture my imagination for Shuskis. You mentioned once during a stream that a video of yours blew up. Was your channel slowly grown over time within the content you were making, or did a video of yours blow up and you've been growing since? So the funny story of my channel kind of blowing up was I've been uploading for about a month, and I dropped a video talking about everything that had happened since Gojo Satoru had been sealed, and that video took off, and it just crossed 100k views, and it was blowing up the channel. It gained me like my first 1,000 subscribers off that video alone, which is wild. Like I had no idea what to do with this, and I genuinely still believe to this day that video could have gone way higher, but unfortunately YouTube age restricted it, and I'm still uncertain as to why. I'm pretty sure it's because I said the unalive word, and obviously at the time I wasn't really familiar with what you should and shouldn't say in a YouTube video to stop the YouTube gods fucking smiting me. But yeah, that video actually blew up, and then I tried to recapture that lightning, and I re-uploaded that same video with censorship and stuff like that, and it didn't do it half as well. And then actually a few people on the comments actually saying that I was copying someone else. And I was like, yeah, no, that was actually me. It's been a whole drama thing. But yeah, that was like the first video that actually blew up on my channel. And then since then, I've been doing the reviews, which have obviously been like the bread and butter of the channel. But yeah, Dell says Jackbox sounds pretty fun. Jackbox is pretty fun. And maybe one day on stream, we'll do that. We'll get all the members on stream. We'll do some Jackbox and maybe even play with the plebs or the mods. Who knows? We'll see. Do you think Kashimo is going to interrupt Gojo versus Sukuna and Gojo step back and watches him get cooked before he uses a technique or gives it to Gojo or something? Honestly, I think Kashimo is fucking dead. I've been saying this now for a little hot minute now. I genuinely think Kashimo got off-screened. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just can't see him being patient enough to wait around for the extra month. And I know someone in my comments said, bro, Kashimo is patient. He literally waited like a couple hundred years. I mean, yeah, but he was actually dead for those, you know what I mean? He didn't reincarnate. He passed away, and then he reincarnated into the present day. He wasn't alive for all those 400 years. He wasn't switching bodies like Kajaku and Sukuna were. He was dead skis. He was gone. So yeah, I think he's been off-screened, and I guess we're gonna find out sometime soon. Who wins in a sword battle, Sasuke or Yuta? Come on, now this is obviously Sasuke. Like, let's be real here. I love my boy Yuta, but I stake my claim as the most realistic Yuta fanboy. It's Sasuke. Like, come on now. He's a fucking born and bred ninja from the fucking Uchiha clan. Come on now. Are you team Gojo or team Sukuna? And do you think Gojo will lose against Sukuna? I lean more towards Gojo, but I've also said plenty of times now, I think the fight between Gojo and Sukuna is going to be incredibly close to the wire. It's going to be 50-50 right down the neck. But I've also had the theory that I think Gojo will come out on top, but it will be by a very, very narrow margin, and I think he will lose almost everything surrounding him in order to defeat Sukuna here. He's going to have to give it everything. Where exactly are you from? I'm a big fan of English accents. I'm not trying to kill you or anything. Listen, I'm just going to keep it a stack here. That sounds exactly like what a murderer would say. So, chat, if I go missing, you better get this dude's IP address. I'm just saying. I'm actually from Liverpool, England. So if you don't know Liverpool, England, and you've heard of the Beatles, that's where I'm from. If you haven't heard from the Beatles, you've either been 1, living under a rock, or 2, your birth date starts with 2000 and you're way too fucking young to understand that. But anyway, 2, I know it's cliche, but what's your top 5 manga or anime? So personally, I think I have my top 5 anime right here. Of all time, it's Jujutsu Kaisen, Hunter x Hunter in no particular order. Then we have Naruto, Bleach, Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist is really also fucking good. Dragon Ball Z. There are some really top cliche ones in there, but yeah, I would say in no particular order, those are the top 5 there. I think that was more than 5. I don't know. Who is your favorite character in Jujutsu Kaisen aside from Gojo and Sukuna? I'm actually a massive Yuta fanboy. I've been called a Yuta dick rider plenty of times, and I'm okay with that title, but I do stake my claim on this platform as the most realistic Yuta fanboy ever. I know when my boy loses, and I know which fight he should be taken and shouldn't be taken. How's your week been going? I mean, you're human just like us. I'm actually not human. I'm actually an alien. This is actually a face reveal. I'm about to rip my face off. I'm kidding. Can you imagine though? Imagine if that happened. My week's been going great. I appreciate you. It's been a crazy crazy emotional week. I'm not gonna lie. It's truly been an emotional week. I can't lie. I'm literally achieving a dream out here. So I would be lying if I said I haven't shed a few tears of emotion throughout this whole thing. It's been a crazy week. But yeah, it's been a good one. Appreciate you asking. Yo, Papa Weed, my question is 2 boards of barbecue and when from Texas. You let me know. You want a brisket on your plate, turkey legs. That's my specialty. I bet. Zach Daniels cooking for the whole squad. All 10,000 of us, chat. Let's go. When are you reading Solo Leveling? So I actually have Solo Leveling right here. I have volumes 1 to 3 right there, but there's another 3 volumes that I need to buy, and I've only read 1 and 2. Eventually, I will read it. It's on the list. We also have Blue Lock on the list. It is there. I will be reading it. I'm also probably going to read ahead of it when the anime comes out. Is it something that I'll ever cover on the channel? I'm not sure. We'll see how invested I get into it. It was good from what I read from the first 2 volumes, though. I did enjoy it. What if Gojo and Sukuna kissed in the final battle? I mean, listen, there's a shit ton of flirtatious banter going on in that recent chapter of 224 right there, and I've always said if Gege made Gojo gay, it would fit. The boot would fit. I'm just saying, there's a lot of hints there, you know what I'm saying? So listen, if it happens, it happens. Whatever. I'm here for it. How did you start this YouTube journey of yours, and are you gonna go full-time or stay casual? I would genuinely, I consider myself already full-time YouTube, to be honest with you. The hours that I put into this is ridiculous. I put more hours into YouTube than I do my actual job, which is crazy. I probably put about, I would estimate at about 80 to 90 hours a week into YouTube, which is genuinely crazy. Those hours are reduced a little bit now, and that involves everything. That involves just looking at social medias, interacting with people, running the Discord, making content, scripting content, filming content, editing content, thumbnails. However, now I'm actually working with Azor on Twitter, and they are great. Their artwork is fucking incredible artwork. So if you haven't already, go and follow them because they're incredible. I started this YouTube journey way back when, easily when I was like 15, 16. I started making really poorly made vlogs, and then I was actually inspired by Casey Neistat, and then as I grew older, I started gaming on Twitch under the name of Dynamic Dwarf, very original name, and I was playing Apex like full-time on there. That obviously was fizzling out, and then I started to get real with myself, and I was like, listen, you need to do something with your life here. You can't just keep doing this for the rest of your life. You need to go all in, or you need to call it a day. And I sat down with my girl, God bless her, she's been the most supportive. Mrs. Weeb, shout out to Mrs. Weeb, she has been the most supportive I could have ever asked for. But I sat down with her and I was like, listen, I'm gonna give myself a year, and if I can't make something of this, I'm gonna call it. And that was literally December last year, where I was like, I'm gonna give myself a year, and if I can't do this, I'm just gonna call it and start looking for a full-time job. Like, I had to be real with myself. Like, I'm closing on 30 years of age. I gotta get on with my life, you know? Sometimes you just gotta let the dream go. Fortunately, turns out the dream is actually working out, which is fucking crazy. So here we are, you know? Yeah, and hopefully, yeah, I would like to go full-time with this kind of thing. It is crazy. How old are you, and what are your hobbies? And you got a cool as fuck voice. Thank you, appreciate you. I'm actually 27. I turned 28 this year, and my hobbies are literally making videos. You are watching my hobby. This is it. If you're here and you're watching the video, this is what I do. This is my hobby. I'm obsessed with this stuff. This is all I talk about. And if I'm not making videos, I'm thinking about making videos, and it's just the cycle. Somewhere in amongst all of that, I read manga and watch anime, and that's how that whole thing pans out. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. Isakaisen asks, do you like me? Yes, you're actually pretty cool. I think you're actually pretty cool. You're in chat quite a few times. However, you do say a lot of stuff about Boruto, and I just want to say this publicly. Fuck Boruto. You're a cool dude. I like you. QB vs Kenjaku. Listen, Plank. This boy. This dude. This man is going to go down in my channel as a fucking legend who has done nothing but promote Madoka Magica to me. But if it comes down to QB vs Kenjaku, I'm just going to say Kenjaku. I don't really know what QB does. I think it's a fucking mythical, fucking creepy little dog face thingy that is actually just gaslighting teenage girls into getting magical powers in exchange for a really shitty wish. So I'm going to say Kenjaku. You're trying to join my Beyblade team. Probably not. I'm not going to lie to you. I hope your Beyblade team wins, though. I mean, I guess. So, yeah. What are the chances Yuji ends the series with multiple chaos techniques, including his mother's anti-gravity technique? I feel like Gege definitely didn't just include her technique just for Kenjaku to use it, but it would also be a cool way for Yuji to use it maybe differently and try. Honestly, I could see it. Like, I mean, like, I've already speculated a little bit on Yuji's technique here. I think it has something to do with the soul, because I theorized that Sukuna's actually original technique was soul transferring. When he's moved between souls, he's been able to take a technique with him. And someone actually posted, I don't know who it was, so if you're watching this video, please comment down below if that was you. But someone actually posted in my comments about a good theory about how Yuta's Rika is called the Queen of Chaoses, and she is able to copy techniques or allow Yuta to copy techniques, and Sukuna is called the King of cases who has multiple techniques, which I thought was a very interesting parallel. So if there is the potential there that my theory on Sukuna swapping bodies and taking the technique that he was in with previously with him into the new body is somewhat relevant, and it also feeds back into the idea that Kenjaku tried to replicate Sukuna's technique here, and that's why he was so fascinated with him. But I wouldn't mind seeing Yuji end with, you know, multiple curse techniques. I think that would be pretty fucking cool. Listen, that is it for the 10k Q&A. I asked for questions, you guys gave me questions, and I've tried my best to answer all of them. But yeah, listen, again, I just want to say thanks so much for fucking 10k. It's truly fucking crazy. Thank you all for being here. Truly, I can't fucking thank you all enough, because it's crazy. You guys are literally allowing me to have a potentially life-changing thing here, and it's crazy. So thank you for being here. And here's to many more fucking videos. Here's to many more manga content, and yeah, much love, big kisses, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.